I know you, Chris, from just the incredible athlete that you are. How do you process it?
Honestly, I don't know if you ever fully process it. At first you're in shock, then you realize you have two choices. You can give up or you can fight. I chose to fight.
Chris Johnson, the Tennessee Titans running back that many called CJ2K, went on Good Morning America and told the country he has ALS. He's 40 years old. He was diagnosed last year, but if you don't know football, let me show you who we're talking about. Tennessee Titans took him in the first round in 2008 out of East Carolina. In his second season, 2009, he ran for 2,006 yards, one of only 9 men in NFL history to break the 2,000-yard mark in a single season. That is why we call him CJ2K. The same year, he was the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year and opened up his career with 3 straight Pro Bowls and 6 straight 1,000-yard seasons. 10 years in the league, nearly 9,700 rushing yards, 55 touchdowns, 11,000 total yards. He was one of the fastest and most dangerous players of his generation. A year ago, he was 40, still working out every day, spending time with his family until suddenly his right hand stopped working. He said the grip didn't feel right. He told his wife, something doesn't feel right. It feels off. I'm not able to do what I used to do. And she said, well, you play football. And she chucked it off to that. Come to find out, that wasn't just what it was. Not to say football was or wasn't the cause of ALS, but we do know that that was his diagnosis. And the doctor told him at the time, medication would only save you a couple months. Now that, for those who are asking, would essentially make that type of diagnosis terminal. But here's what's most important. And here's what I tell everyone every day. Get your affairs in order. Chris is noted by saying his doctor told him, get your affairs in order. Do you all have your affairs in order? What would that look like if you were turning 40? Would your family be prepared? But it gets worse. After the diagnosis comes, the symptoms start to feel like they're ganging up on him, and he's constantly getting worse. It's moving much faster than anyone had ever expected. Now, the man who was the fastest man of all time is now racing against time with the disease that is outpacing anything he's ever seen. So let me tell you what ALS actually is, because a lot of people only know it by the ice bucket challenge. ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, Lou Gehrig's disease, attacks the motor neurons, the nerves that carry the signal from your brain to your muscles. As they die, the brain loses the line up to the body, the inability to actually function, and you tell your body what you want it to do. Your muscles become weak, they waste, and after a while, they stop altogether. You slowly lose your ability to move, then to speak, then swallow, then finally to breathe. Through most of it, your mind stays sharp. This, to me, is the most interesting part of the disease, right? The opposite, in a sense, of dementia, which we talk about a lot. For him, now, a guy who spent his whole life putting his body on the line is finally able to show us how brilliant he really is, how he dreams, how he loves his kids, how he functions as a man outside of football. Here are the numbers. More than 9 in 10 cases are being called sporadic. Now, I have to say this. As someone who's worked in healthcare for over 10 years, I do not like the term sporadic. To me, it discredits where it comes from. And a lot of people, even though we have no direct information, a lot of people are wondering, is this a football type of injury? I look at other players like Kerry Good of the Alabama football team, who also has ALS. Is this something that could be caused by playing professional football or football for a long time? But he has no family history, no clear cause. It's just him, just Chris. Most people are diagnosed between 40 and 70. And at 40, he is what I would consider very young for this diagnosis. There is no cure and only one drug that might extend life, maybe 2 to 3 months. About half of the people die within 3 years of the symptoms, and about 90% of the people die within 5. Only 1 in 10 lives past 10 years. Now, Chris Johnson is asking for 2 things. 1, that we push for more research on ALS, and 2, that we don't write him off. In his words, he's still him, and that's his story. Leave you all's comments below. Thanks.